Good morning, everyone! Woo! Welcome. You're live with us on Actonville TV. This is the Crack at Dawn show, and I'm your host, Kimera, Heralal, live here with you this morning. Alright, so yes, I know what you're gonna say. Where has she been? Why didn't she come on air yesterday? Why didn't she come on TV yesterday? And I'm like, let me explain myself here. Okay. Yesterday, everybody was having dropouts throughout the country. I mean, if you look at it, just think about it, right? Wi-Fi's were down, everybody's signal was bad. Whether you're going through any different, whichever network you're going through, it was bad. Yesterday was a really bad day for Actonville FM and Actonville TV because everything is online. So yeah, we went down. Okay. Right, let's get over it. It's a new day now. Let's start fresh. Well, you're live with us on Heralal TV, guys. If you want to interact with us in studio today, you can do so with the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. There, I can see it right there. Can you see it? Okay, cool. So interact with us in studio today. I'd like to hear from you as to what you've been getting up to during this entire lockdown. This is a hard lockdown. This is level 4 lockdown in South Africa, guys. So I would like to know, how are you staying sane? There must be a way that you're keeping yourself all, together. I gotta ask. How are you staying? How are you keeping yourself sane? How are you keeping yourself together? How are you keeping your family okay? How are you keeping people happy? Now remember, the reason why I do these things or talk about these activities on these shows, I'm using it because I found out a child in America actually hung himself because he couldn't deal with the entire, cabin fever. He couldn't handle the fact that he was locked down, he was indoors all the time, and he actually took his life just before his birthday. Now I do feel bad for his parents, I feel bad for his family, and before this happens to anybody else's kid, I want you to tell us, what are you getting up to during the lockdown? What keeps you smiling every day? What keeps you going every day? What are you doing to stay safe? Are there ways and new activities that you have found that I don't know about or the viewers don't know about? And we can get through this together. Remember, I said to you guys, to get through this whole coronavirus pandemic, the key is unity. We have to do this together. All right? Now, do interact with us in studio today, as I do believe this is a good topic of conversation here on our talk show. If you are joining us for the first time, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. As you know, the funds from here goes back to the community. Whatever funding comes in, we give it back to the community. So whether it's through food, through clothing, through equipment, to school, things that everybody needs, things that people need, we just give back, as we are a community station, right? So we are a radio and TV station, don't forget. Okay, and let's talk about this a little bit. Now, stay tuned for a jam-packed show. As you know, I'm here to help you. If you are going crazy in your house and you're like, lockdown. Okay, I get it. It's lockdown. Don't get cabin fever. Don't feel crabby about it. We're going to fix this together. But we'll talk about this a little bit more straight after this commercial break. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're live with us on Actonville TV. This is the Crack at Dawn show, and you're live. Right now, you're live, so you can interact with us in studio, guys. I'm your host, Kimera, Heralal, all the way up until, just past 6 o'clock, because I have to jump into radio just now. All right, so if you want to interact with us in studio today, you can do so on any of the contact details, which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen. Now, just remember, we are talking about serious situations this morning, so please no funny business. Okay, and I'd like to give a shout out to a quick Vish Moodley this morning, who's watching us live on the show. He liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel, so thank you for joining us. All right, so now I was talking about ways that you can keep yourself sane or keep yourself, well, what's the word? Entertained during this lockdown. You don't have to go insane. You don't have to get cabin fever. Your health goes down the toilet. No. There are ways and means to look after yourself and still live a proper, decent life during the lockdowns. Now, everybody knows we are all going through this coronavirus pandemic. It's going global. It's global. It's a global virus. If you didn't know about it by now, something's wrong. All right. So, now, there are different ways of getting through this, especially with your family. I mean, let's be honest, right? On a day-to-day basis, mothers across the entire globe have struggled to keep their families entertained. Now, especially during lockdown, it's even worse than how it used to be. Right or wrong, mummies and daddies? Right. Okay, so as families across the country have come to terms with the reality of life in lockdown, there's crucial ways and there's crucial things that you can find. Like you can find ways to remain stimulated and entertained. Now also, you can avoid being glued to your screens all day. That's not healthy and that's not good for, your IQ. So from at home workouts to craft virtuals, you also get cultural entertainment. All right. You also get experiences we put together as an essential list of ways, and you and your family can then enjoy. Right. So I personally went out. I put together a list for you. I put together activities, and they are quite useful. I've been doing most of them. Okay. So, how about this? With the family now, you can implement a routine. If you haven't done it already, you can implement a routine. I don't know if you get what I'm talking about. Okay, so it can be extremely hard to maintain a routine in a household. I know this, especially you guys that are listening or watching. You have this thing where your brothers and sisters want to go in the bath or the shower at the same time as you, or they want to go to the toilet at the same time as you, and there's only one bathroom in the house. These things happen. It really does. Okay, so you can have routines for both adults and kids. Okay. And when you face an entire day spent in the house, however, both you and your kids are used to the following. It's like schedule. Everybody has a schedule in their home, am I right? Now, mapping out everyone's responsibilities and activities for the day actually helps keep things structured and keeps you guys together, if you get what I'm saying. Without arguments. I know everybody in a household gets into an argument. Oh, why didn't you mop the floor? Oh, why didn't you clean the bathroom? Take out your hair from the drain. We all go through these funny things. It's true. You get people who are like me. I'm finicky, right? I'm not gonna lie. I don't like when somebody does not wipe the sink after you wash dishes, and then there's water all over. It just looks dirty. It may not be dirty, but it looks dirty. So I prefer you take the rug, the kitchen sink rug, and you wipe the sink after you're done. But then there's a lot of people, it doesn't bother them, so they just wash and they leave the droplets everywhere. It ticks you off, right? You know what I'm saying? So yes, the small things can irritate you, but you can put together a schedule as a family and make this work. So you don't get angry with each other. I mean, you listen, it's lockdown. You're in each other's faces all the time, especially if you don't have private rooms in the house. All right. How about this? Here's another one. Excuse me. Okay, here's another one. You can tour the world's leading museum in the comfort of your own home. You wonder what am I talking about, right? Okay. Let's talk about this. Okay, so although the coronavirus has limited your ability to travel, right, you can still visit cultural sites online using something called Google Arts and Culture. Okay, now the tech company has 3,648 virtual museum tours. All right, now that's from around the world. Now, if you want to check that out, it's along with history and context for many pieces of art. All right, so some of the museums that you can tour include the Louvre in France and Paris. Paris. Guys, check that out. I want you guys to actually interact with me in studio today. I want you to know about the tours of, it's called the Tour the World's Leading Museums. That's what my homework says here. Apologies for that. Okay, so we've got messages flying in on the Facebook page coming in from the Legacy. Good morning. Good morning, honeys. I know the Legacy is actually a local band here in Benoni. Good morning to you guys. Good morning to a Nishi Heralal. Morning, guys. All right, so for those of you who want to interact with us in studio today, you can do so with the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. Right there. I can see it. Okay, cool. All right, so we're talking about ways and things to do during the lockdown. Okay, so we've got Nishi Heralal joining us from the Facebook page. She says, take the kids to the park. It's open to all. Okay, I like parks, but what's going to happen? You know what? I got OCD, guys. You know what I'm going to do when I get to the park? I'm going to take my sanitizer and I'm going to sanitize all the metal there, because I'm told the coronavirus, the actual virus, can last on metal for up to 2 weeks, right? So what I'll be like, kids, wait. It'll be epic, I think. A lot of you are probably saying, yeah, this one is cuckoo. I'm not cuckoo. I have an obsessive compulsive disorder. It has to be cleansed before I touch it, especially a place like a park. But thank you so much, Nishi Heralal, for interacting with us in studio today and dropping us your ideas. What are you personally getting up to keep yourself sane during the lockdown? It's a good conversation to have. Yeah. All right. Now, I talked about the tours that you can have online in your home and see the world. I mean, check it out. So it's called Google Arts and Culture. If you're bored, write it down if you don't have it somewhere. Or you can watch this link a bit later. But we are live right now, but you can watch this show back later. And it's called Google Arts and Culture. Check it out. It's quite interesting. I was sitting on it last night. Traveling Paris. I think it's awesome. All right. Now, you know, it's also, this is my personal favorite from back in the day. Load shedding wasn't so bad, but I remember having blackouts. Guys, I'm from the nation south, by the way. There was a blackout during Christmas time. This is crazy. I was still a kid. I was still in high school. My favorite thing to do during a time where you can't go anywhere, board games and puzzles. You know, Ludo, draft. Okay, if you play chess, well done to you. I can't. What about Monopoly? What about, I don't know, all those funny, you know, those I don't know if you know this one, my granny and I used to love a lot. It's called pick up sticks. I used to win quite often. And if I won, my grandmother would give me sweets. I don't know how you guys make deals with your grannies, but I used to make deals with my granny with sweets. It's sweets and chocolates. And if she won, I had to make a hot cup of Milo. So it was a win-win either way, because I would do it for whether we played a game or not. You know what I mean? All right, here's another one for you girls. Young girls, Amma 2000s. I like to mention this. You can learn how to do baking and cooking. Now, for those of you girls, I've met a lot of you nowadays. All of you in your 20s. For some strange reason, all of you can't cook or bake. So, how about cooking and baking? I mean, lockdown provides the ideal opportunity. You're in the house, you're stuck there. Come on. A lot of girls don't know how to cook or bake nowadays. I'm being serious. I'm not even joking with you. I'm not even pulling your leg. Right? Now, okay, so lockdown provides the ideal opportunity to hone you and your family's cooking skills, right? So cooking is comforting, it brings the families together, and it also teaches valuable life skills, for those of you who don't know. Now come up with the themes that, you get theme days, right? So to create a sense of fun and excitement, like you can have an Italian day, or you can have an Indian day, or any type of day, and then it'll make it exciting and fun. And you know what? Who doesn't love food? Everybody's got to eat, right? Yeah. Message coming in from Nishi Heralal again from the Facebook page. Okay. Nishi Heralal says, I'm reading the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Keeping me sane and teaching me to be able to be humble and understand my culture. You know, that's one of the best things you could do, is finding your culture and finding yourself, I think. It's quite healthy to learn about your religion and God if your beliefs are in the above man. Wow. You know what? Yeah, shout out to you, Nishi Heralal. Well done. All right, guys. We'll be back in a couple of minutes straight after this commercial break.
Wanna be a star? For all your music needs, contact Rock Lifestyle B Productions South Africa. We offer music production, publishing, artist management, and digital distribution. For further information, contact 084 605 5466.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you are live with us on Attenville TV. This is the Cracker Down Show. I'm your host, Kimera Heralal. And, this morning we're talking about, interesting things. We're talking about how to keep sane during the lockdown, guys. Activities, things that you are doing. And remember, the reason why I wanted to do this show is because I've come across a child that has taken his own life in America. I'll fail to mention his name. But it's sad to see that cabin fever has caused children to take their lives and commit suicide. So there are fun things and great activities that you can do in the comfort of your own home to get you through this whole coronavirus pandemic lockdown. Now in South Africa, we are locked down on level 4 and it's not very fun. Especially, people that have no idea what it is like to have a curfew. As me. Right? I have never been given a curfew by my parents, but now my president, the law, tells me I gotta be in my house at 9 p.m. But either way, I grew out of my party life, guys. I don't party anymore. I don't party hard anymore. I don't go out on weekdays. Even on weekends, you'll actually see me lock up the doors, the gates, everything, and I'm in my room looking for something cool to learn or to study or to watch. Yeah, depends on my mood. If I feel like learning, I'll go do something with you get those online course things. Yeah, you can do that. By the way, that's an idea. Yeah, if you want to learn and educate yourself, why not? Okay, now for those of you who want to interact with us in studio today, you can do so with the contact details which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen. All right, as you know, we are live on Twitch TV, DTV Live, Shangui TV. Okay, there are 87 different types of platforms that we are streaming live through this morning. So if you want to interact with us wherever you might be around the globe, you want to share your ideas of what you've been doing during your lockdown, please share with us live on the air. You never know whose life you might be saving or who you might be helping. All right, so we are looking for radio and TV presenters here at Attenville TV and FM. Okay, so if you feel you've got what it takes, do find our email right now at the bottom of your screen. It's mail@attenvillefm.co.za. Now interact with us in studio as we are talking about things to do to keep you excited during lockdown. Okay. Now, another big shout out to Brenna Huve Makandise, who couldn't be with us here today, as you see her name across the credits. And lots of love, lots of everything to Brenna Huve Makandise. We've got a shout out from Brenna Huve Makandise this morning on Facebook. Good morning, Kim. Morning, honey. We're missing you. We miss you in studio. Please look after yourself. Get well soon. We know your health is not too good at this point, but we pray for you every day. All right. Gananishi Heralal replied to Brenna Huve Makandise this morning, and she's doing a few greetings. Okay, so here's another one. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna agree with what I like doing. My ideas might be boring, but if you got something lekker that you want to share live on the air, please do tell us. Whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, it doesn't matter how you interact with us. The messages will come through. We are live. Okay, so did you know that you can go on a virtual, the word is virtual, go on a virtual drive. It's a virtual game drive rather, sorry. Okay, so there's this thing called Djuma, D-J-U-M-A, Djuma Private Game Reserve in Sabi Sands, right? They're offering 2 game drives per day, which viewers can watch live on YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. Okay. So check this out. So the morning drive is from 5:30 in the morning until 8:30, right? And then there's another one that's 3:30 in the afternoon until 6:30 p.m. I think it's so cool because you get to experience wildlife like that. So check it out. Okay, so the individuals can also ask questions, all right? And you can have them answered by any of the rangers that are on that live feed showing you the animals, the whatever. You know how a game reserve looks like, right? But if you don't, go check out. It's called, again, let me spell it for you. D-J-U-M-A. Djuma. Djuma, if I'm saying it correctly. Yeah. It's a game, it's a virtual game drive. Check it out. I think it's quite epic and it's quite fun. All right, lots of love happening on our Facebook page this morning. I'd like you guys, for those of you just join us, okay? If you're watching this for the very first time, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I would love for you to actually help us to grow and become a bigger TV and radio station, as we are Actonville FM and Actonville TV station. Just remember, we're an NPC non-profit company, so if you want to fund or donate to this channel, you can. Okay, all right. Moving along with what we can do. Guys, for those of you who like making things and doing things with your hands, you can do crafts. Now, crafts provide endless ways to keep your family entertained during the lockdown. Trust me, I know this from experience. All right, so Pinterest and Instagram offer a wealth of ideas of crafts to do with your children regardless of their age or interests. Now, many of these exercises are ideal for learning. Okay, so problem solving as well as important in the development of fine motor skills and smaller children. Well, if that's you, big ups. Big ups. Okay, now here's another one I really want to talk about because this is a personal one. Have you ever tried gardening? I spoke about this on radio the other day. Gardening is so relaxing. It's actually the most peaceful activity I've ever done. There was a time where I used to get angry with my dad, and he's like, listen, I'm giving you your chores. You are going to water the garden every day at this time. And I was like, why? Don't only old people do that, right? Then I realized after watering the garden, my shoulders would feel a bit lighter. And I used to wonder to myself, why do I feel better? What did I do that made me feel this kind of joy or this kind of peace, inner peace? And I realized gardening is actually quite healthy for you mentally. If you didn't know, now you know. Gardening is something that can de-stress you no matter what you're going through, no matter how bad the situation may be. Pick up a watering can or a hose pipe or whatever it is that you use. Maybe you're conserving water and you are worried about the environment. Listen, watering your garden or planting anything in your garden, doing anything, any type of gardening is quite relaxing and de-stressing, if you didn't know. Yeah. All right. So I got lots of messages flying in here on the Facebook page. We've got Brenna Huve Makandise, who's joining us live on Actonville TV on the Facebook page. She says, yes, we used to do craft using mud. That sounds fun. You know, when you can't afford those molding machines and all those materials, mud is awesome because it molds the same. It does. That sounds fun, Brenna. Thank you. Thank you for that idea. All right. So, guys, did you know you can create a scavenger hunt in your home? Now, you know, especially if you've got kids around, right? If you've got children around the house, you can make a scavenger hunt. It's ideal for a way of keeping the small children, right? Or the older kids if they have a sense of adventure, like me. I'm not a kid anymore. All right. Now, you can encourage your kids to create their own hunts in an effort to encourage creativity and out-the-box ideas or thinking. Right. Now, also, by the way, you can socialize virtually. I just found another one. You can socialize virtually. Now, the opportunity of apps such as House Party, Zoom, Facebook, WhatsApp, all of them have video calling. Socializing virtually is so awesome. I call my mom like that every day. I like to see what she's up to. I also like to see if she's okay. I tried video calling my dad the other day. He's like, no, I don't like those things. He cut my call and he phoned me back on a normal call and he's like, what are you doing? Why are you video calling me? I'm like, I just want to see how you are. He's like, no, come visit. I was like, no. Virtual is best. I think it's safer, especially with this whole pandemic. I think it's the safest thing to do. All right, guys, if you want to interact with us in studio today, you can do so with the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. We'll be back straight after this commercial break. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you are live with us on Atonville TV. This is the Crack of Dawn show, and I'm your host, Kimera Heralal. I'm here to keep you company for a couple of minutes as you crack of dawn. All right. So if you want to interact with us in studio today, you can do so with the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. Check it out. There's it right there. All right. Okay. So we've got a lot of people watching this morning, from the Nishi Heralals to the Breda Huves, Makandises, to an actual band called The Legacy watching us this morning. A very good morning to you guys, and thank you so much for supporting Atonville TV, and yeah, we love you. All right, so this morning, if you are just joining us, this morning we're talking about activities and things you can do to keep yourself entertained during this lockdown period. Wow, a lot of people are complaining they're getting cabin fever. The thing is, you need to get creative. Yeah, get creative wherever you are. There's things you can do. Don't take your blinkers off. Open up your brain. Think about everything that I'm telling you. There are so much things you can get up to in the space, in the comfort of your own home or wherever you might be. There's plenty of activities. Now, for those of you who just joined us, as I can see, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel, as we are brand new and we need your likings and your shares and your subscription. All right. Okay, so talking about things and activities that you can do to keep entertained during this lockdown period. Did you know that you can create home obstacle courses? You know, when I was a kid, I used to find this so amazing. I used to put the couches together. I remember I was staying in Mixon Manor. I don't know if you guys know this place in the south, deep south. Okay, so we used to put the couches together and put blankets and make it like tents. And then you have these obstacle things that you have to jump over and under. And it's so cool. It's like gladiators. I think that's so super cool. All right, so this is one of the more hardcore ways to keep your family entertained during a lockdown. And children need to burn up some of those seemingly endless energy supplies that they have built somewhere. You know, kids, how energetic they are. So these obstacle courses are actually quite fun. If I remember it correctly, it was really fun. It was super fun. So if you want to join us in this conversation, tell us what type of obstacle courses do you have? Or you know what? We can do the show again next week about different types of obstacles, and you can drop us an email on the pictures that of the obstacle courses that you have built. So that would be nice. Okay, here's another one I was talking about on air on radio the other day. People actually laughed and said it's for old people. There's this one activity, knitting. Are you laughing? I wish you could hear you right now. And I can hear you through the screen. Okay, so knitting, it's not just for old ladies, all right? Knitting has experienced resurgence in popularity in recent years. Now, with many younger people embracing the activity, the monotony of wielding those needles also has been harmful, or known to lower one's heart rate and reduce your harmful blood levels of the stress hormone called cortisol. So cortisol, think about it. Just think about what I just said, how healthy knitting is. It actually slows down your heart rate. I think I should do that because I'm full of energy. I don't know what's your take on knitting, guys? Talk to me. Interact with us in studio today. Do you knit? Have you knitted? Did you realize something after you had a whole knitting session, or made a scarf or a top or a jersey? Talk to us. Let us know. There's this thing called, so you can actually set a family goal aside to create blankets and donate to the less fortunate in preparation for upcoming winter months. Now think about it. You don't have jerseys, or you're looking for the specific beanie hat that you like, especially in winter, that keeps your ears and head warm. Knit one. It doesn't take long. It took me when I was younger. I was in primary school. I made it in, standard 4, grade 6. Yeah. So try it. I think that's an epic activity. All right, we got Breda Huve Makandise coming in live on the Facebook page. She says, I used to knit. I even knitted feet socks for my daughter. Wouldn't mind trying it again. See? Now that is a good time passer. Not only that, you're keeping your baby's feet warm. Or if you're giving it away as a gift, boom. Bob's your uncle. All right, guys, it's almost time for me to love and leave you. But before we go, check out where I'm going to next. Have a look. Welcome back. All right, so now, as you know, I'm going to radio now. It's called Attenville FM. If you don't know of this radio station or haven't heard of it before, please check it out. Take some time and check it out. I'm giving you another idea, another activity. You can download the Attenville FM app from the App Store, as well as you can get it on Google Play. Go to your Play Store, download Attenville FM. Just type in Attenville FM. You can download our app, and you can listen to us 24/7, as we are a 24-hour radio station. Now, if you want to interact with us in studio today, you can drop us a WhatsApp on radio live on 074-660-5829. Catch me there live from The Breakfast Show. I'm usually there live from 6 a.m. up until 9 every single weekday, Monday through to Friday on The Breakfast Express Show. There, I'm known as DJ Baby Girl. And, the poster you just saw flying across the screen with Brenna Hoover Makandi said, the lady next to me usually, she's not well, but she will be back quite soon, I hope so. Brenna, you let us know if you're coming back, honey. And I hope your health will be in good order. I hope you'll be better by the time you get back. All right. Okay, guys. So we're going to talk about this a little bit more. I'm going to go on air. I'm going to go on radio. If you want to hear better ideas of what you can get up to during the lockdown, level 4, especially in South Africa, please do tune in to the Breakfast Express Show now, live on Attenville FM. It's for everyone. From myself, Kimera, Heralal, guys, I'll check you on Monday, same time, same place. Bye-bye.